Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're all having a wonderful night. Doing something a little different tonight, something that I haven't streamed in quite some time. The last time I was streaming TCG had to have been all the way back when, like, tag team era, which I think that was pretty sure tag team era was Sun and Moon. So it's been a bit. Let me look. Pokemon TCG. I'm pretty sure that's Sun and Moon tag team. We were playing even then. That was probably even a little after that because I was playing mostly an expanded. Was playing the Pikachu and Zekrom deck. Okay, that card came out in 2019. So probably been about 4 years since the last time I streamed TCG, and at the time, I was not as serious about it. I was only playing online, specifically in Expanded, specifically with stupid broken cards, such as, again, I mentioned I was playing Tag Team Pika-Rom, which Pikachu and Zekrom Tag Team had a whole thing with a Jirachi and a scoop-up net that was so broken to just get cards in hand. Which, I mean, could argue there's broken cards now, but I digress. It's been a bit. Since then, I have actually gotten a little bit more serious about playing. Well, how are you doing? About playing in actual competitions. Have been playing in some actual competitions, and tomorrow, I am playing in my first ever cup, and I'm really pumped about it. Hoping it goes well. So this is my deck box that I go in for tomorrow. So tonight, I already feel good about this deck. I've already been playing it. I played it in a challenge a couple weeks ago. Didn't do too super hot in that challenge, but ended up optimizing the deck afterwards. I ended up going on like an 11-game win streak on TCG Live, which I know isn't great. Currently I'm on a 0 because I lost my last game because of disconnect, because this... I mean, honestly, the fact that I went 11 games without the app, like, crashing on me, pretty solid, or freezing on me. Which I know the thing with testing here, playing against people, I'm not going to always get the most accurate feelings, because people tend to play not on meta, as they will be playing at the challenge, or at the cup tomorrow. But this is the deck I am rocking for tomorrow. I won't be playing this playmat. I'm using the Great Wave Pikachu playmat. But this is the deck we are rocking. It is the Miraidon deck with 2 Zapdoses. Of course, the new Fezandipity card that came out with Shrouded Fable this go-around. Prime Catcher as the Ace Spec card. Of course, those electric generators. And this deck has proven pretty decent for me in recent testing. I went over hanging out with a friend the other day, and we tested for a while. I was mostly playing against Raging Bolt that day, and I felt really good about that then. So we're really, my goal tonight is to just play the deck and see what happens. I expect you to get at least a 15 win streak. Shoot, it happened. Tomorrow though, I am expecting we'll probably go. I think a cup typically at this store does like 7 Swiss rounds before Final 8. So if I can do a 15 win streak tonight, I'll feel really good about tomorrow. But again, the caveat being, we don't often play against super meta decks on TCGO, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Our big hopes, the way that I play this deck, is I want Miraidon down as early as possible so I can get Raikou out, so that way I can pull an Arven, get an electric generator, and a 4 Sealstone. My goal with this deck is to always go second and to, as best I can, take the first prize cards, because this is more of a turbo deck. The faster it sets up, the better chance it has to win. If it doesn't set up by my second turn, the chances of me winning come down to hoping my opponent their deck is bricking. I do also play 1 copy of Academy at Night. This card, it's a stadium card. Two reasons to play this card. A, it allows me to kick their stadium out of play without me having to use like a Lost Vacuum or anything like that. As well as if I pair this with an electric generator and preferably 2 energy in hand, I can use this, place an energy on the top of my deck, play the electric generator, attach that energy to a Pokemon, and then play the second energy from my hand to, again, get that early setup. So that's kind of the main goal of this deck, is to set up Miraidon as the attacker, or Iron Hands if we're going up against someone that we can take out with lower damage, or if they're weak to electric. Ampy Very Much allows us to take an additional prize card, so if we get 2 kills with Iron Hands using Ampy Very Much, we win the game. Iron Hands is boosted in part thanks to Zapdos, because Zapdos on the bench adds 10 power, but I need Zapdos on the bench with my Miraidon. 240 allows me to take out a Raging Bolt. So that's kind of the basic idea. I'll try and like give an explanation as to what I'm doing as I go, not only because I want you all to stay kind of understanding what's happening, but also because it helps me think. Can't really do it out loud tomorrow because that would kind of give away my plan, but I can do it here. Do you need more details on the whole DBD plan for tomorrow? I have no idea. It depends on how TCG goes tomorrow. The event starts at noon, and it couldn't run to like 8 or 9, so we might not do it tomorrow. It's genuinely just something I'd like to, I just want to play. I don't want to like necessarily stream Dead by Daylight. I would like to be able to play with 3 other survivors where we're like on mic and can actually like communicate about here's where everything is. Well, let's jump into our first game of the night and see how it goes. And if any of you are new to Pokemon TCG, if you have any questions on anything, I can try and explain as best I can. This is my first season of actual play. So far, I have played in, I think, 4 challenges. Got 7th place in 1. The others, I didn't top 8 at all. I think mostly I would end up in 20 or 30th place with just deck bricking. I was playing Future Hands at the start, and then for my 7th place win, I was playing Lugia. So this is going to be my second competition tomorrow actually playing this deck. My first competition was the challenge that I ended up bricking 3 games straight because I just quite frankly did not have a good setup. I'm going to start Mew here because Mew has no retreat cost, whereas Zapdos has 2. And I'd prefer not to put Zapdos down on bench unless I have to, since it takes its space. Clef out, this could be a Charizard deck. Could also be, I mean, a couple of different decks try to use Cleffa for the Grasping Draw. Best case scenario, they bricked here, and I could potentially win this turn if I pull... I could potentially win this turn. Because I go second, so I get to attack, so I think I just win. Grab Lumineon. So Lumineon's ability here allows me to pull a supporter out of my deck. We're going to pull Arven, so we can get our electric generator. Oh, they conceded. Yeah. What I was going to do there, I was going to pull Arven, I was going to get the electric generator, I was going to get you draw the top 5 cards. If you have up to 2 energy, you can attach it to your electric. I was also going to pull a Force Seal Stone, so I was going to get 2 chances to attach energy. Mew has a free retreat I was going to kill with Miraidon, so that's a pretty reasonable run for them. That was just rough for them. They just bricked at the start. That's just bad luck. That you can build the best deck in the world, and then RNG just screws you. And then RNG just gets you. Being on timing at customs, that honestly would be a lot of fun, Walsh. That way we could, have all 5 on mic. That'd be a lot of fun. If not, tomorrow, maybe even Sunday night, because I don't have anything. I'm not streaming Sunday night, because I have homework to get done. I don't think I have anything else going on Sunday. We'll figure it out. Play it by ear. Try and plan it. Alright, opponent's going first, which is good for me, because again, I want to go second, but the fact that the opponent is choosing to go first here... Alright, so we're both mulligan, which means none of us had a basic Pokemon in our starting 7 draw. This is not the mulligan I want to have. Not the draw I want to have. This is a Frostless deck, so this is an off-meta deck. Hands is actually okay for this deck because Frostlass only has 90 HP. They take another mulligan. Frostlass only has 90 HP, which means I can kill it with an amp. So Hands in play isn't terrible. I don't love it though. Okay, I do love the Nest Ball in hand though. Blood Moon Ursaluna is their draw. Blood Moon I don't have to worry about attacking me anytime soon, but they do have a lot of HP to try and whittle down. We're still going to go with what we were playing, Nest Ball for Miraidon, Arven for the Electric Generator. I have a switch cart so I can actually get in and put some aggressive. There's no chance of killing Blood Moon this turn, because no matter what I do, none of my Pokemon are going to be able to do 260 damage in a turn. The maximum amount of damage that I can do turn 1 is 240 with both of my Zapdoses. I do run Ursaluna, which can do 240, but Blood Moon also can't be powered up by anything like the Zapdoses. So the most amount of damage I could ever do, which I would never be able to set up Blood Moon with that amount of energy. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we have in deck and what got prized. What we're doing here is basically doing a prize check. We don't know what those 6 cards are, but we know what we're running in our deck, so we should have a pretty good idea about what's prized. Looks like none of my basics are. One of my boss's orders, one of my Arvens. No, I have Arven in hand. I have Switch Cart in hand. All of my Electric Generators. One of my Nest Balls is prized. And then it looks like some energy is prized. That's actually fine. So we're going to use Miraidon's ability Tandem Unit, which allows me to pull 2 electric Pokemon from here out. I think I am... Oh, shoot, you know what? I think Other Iron Hands is prized. Okay, yeah. Other Iron Hands is prized. So, Iron Hands, Boss's Order, Academy at Night is in hand. Academy at Night's in hand. Boss's Order, I run 14 electric energy. I have 3 in hand, so none of my energy is prized. I'm missing a count on something. Nest Ball... I'm missing my count on something else. Fine. Oh, my Prime Catcher. Prime Catcher is prized. Prime Catcher is prized, which isn't great. Would prefer to have Prime Catcher for use here. Ooh, only 1 basic energy there. Now here's the thing. I know I'm not getting a kill this turn, and I only have 1 switch and I don't have any of my held. I could do Raikou up, because I don't know that they'll be able to put... I think we place Raikou here just because of the deck that I'm playing against, just to give ourselves the best chance of killing. Raikou also has Fleetfoot, so once per turn while inactive I can draw a card, which is exactly what I would want as an Electric Generator, so I can try and set up another Miraidon. Now part of me wants to try and set up Hands here. I think I'll go for Hands here so I can pressure that Venomoth, but I don't know if Venomoth has an EX that has a lot of HP. Because I'm not actually sure what I'm playing against right now. Would you be interested to stream DBD? I don't know that I want to stream it. Just because, for the sole fact that I know I'm not very good at it. I know I'm not very good at it. Alright, let's actually do something I should have done. I did an early misplay here, but it's okay. Now, I could actually grab Bundle here and kill their Venonat, but I do want to put damage onto their Ursaluna. I think it'd be better for me to put damage onto their Ursaluna. This is what I should have done earlier, is place this basic energy in, because I had a ton of basic energy. Hey, what else was here? Zapdos and Vacuum. I know I could have set them up for attack, but I want to prep my other Miraidon to be able to do something. So Raikou here does 20 damage plus benched Pokemon, both mine and my opponent. So my 2 Miraidons and my Iron Hands give me 3 times 20 plus Venonat. For a full bench on both sides, we're doing 200 damage plus our 20, so we can do 220. Again, with the Zapdoses, we can do 240 damage. This is actually perfect here, Iono, because I don't have anything I want to keep in my hand. Oh, that's actually a really good draw for us, because we get our other generator, we have energy that we can attach to Miraidon to attack if they somehow kill. It looks... Oh, is this... I know they're setting up the Frostlass from the mulligans that we saw earlier. But I don't know what the Venonat is. That's what I really don't know. I don't know what the Venonat is. Alright, Academy at Night. Put energy in our hand. I'm setting up as much as I could. Oh, shoot. I had Boss in hand. I could boss one of those up, which would be great. They do give me 180. So they actually give me kill on their Ursa Luna. They're giving me the kill on their Ursa Luna, which is an interesting play. We're going to use our Arven here. So what I have done is I have now used all 4 of my electric generators, which is my best way to attach energy, but I'm pretty set up. So I'm okay with that. I am going to grab the Nest Ball, and I don't know that I need booster energy necessarily to move hands around. I'm going to grab Nest Ball and I think the Bravery Charm, because I think I'll end up needing some health. They haven't killed me, so I don't need Pheasantipity. I could actually here... I could Nest Down Bundle, force them to throw up one of these Pokemon. They'll probably end up throwing up the Venonat. And I could retreat for 1 and take 2 prizes. And then Blood Moon is in range for me to kill at any point in time, which I think I actually really like that. My other thought here is I was going to grab Radiant Greninja to start getting draw power. But I actually really like this thought here. And I could still pull Greninja right here. Now, I get a switch card, which is actually okay. Alright, so we're going to use Hyper Blower. Hyper Blower, they get to choose a Pokemon to come up. Oh, they actually chose the Snow Run. I am kind of surprised they chose the Snow Run. We're going to retreat back into hands. We got double turbo energy, which allows us to do to make our full attack here for we deal 20 less damage because of the double turbo. But that doesn't really matter. We don't have an ability, so we don't have to worry about that. I think we're going to toss the Bravery Charm onto you to keep you healed. And we'll go for Ampy very much. What would be a single prizer, we get 2 prize cards from, due to that there. And they concede. That's actually, I think they also just had a bad draw. I also, for the long time, knew next to nothing about the TCG. I've learned a lot over the past few months. I really enjoy playing it because it is a good strategic card game. So I do really enjoy it. We are currently... Shrouded Fable is a mini expansion, so that's why it was pretty short. We had an expansion, Shrouded Fable, and then we already have another expansion coming out next Friday, because this was one of their special ads. But there were some really powerful Pokemon that got added in this expansion, specifically Pecharunt and Pheasantipity, which is why I run Pheasantipity in our current deck, primarily because Pheasantipity, once per turn, if it's on bench and you had a Pokemon die the last turn, you get to flip the script and draw 3 cards, which is incredible. Incredible. But yeah, I don't want to say I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight off stream recently. I've been playing probably maybe 2 or 3 games a day. Going back and forth between playing Survivor and Killer. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I want to play something other than Huntress, but I don't have any in-game currency to buy other killers. And I don't know what killer I'd want to play anyways, but I really enjoy Huntress. Oof, we lost the coin toss. Hoping our opponent chooses to go first. That means we get our benefit of going second, but if they choose to go first... There are only a handful of decks that want to go first. They are playing one of them, or they are... This is not a terrible start. I don't love Zapdos in my primary. They mulliganed. I don't love... Okay, they are playing Lugia. Lugia is one that does like to go first. They're playing Thornton. Okay. Okay. Radiant Greninja is solid. Radiant Greninja, I discard an energy and get to draw 2 cards, so that's actually a really helpful starting card. I want to set up hands for this matchup, Iron Hands, so we can do some amping very much. Because Lugia, while being colorless, meaning it's not assigned a type, it is still weak to water. This card that they're about to play down, or that they probably aren't playing, because they capture red. It's interesting that they would play this down, because they can't use... Oh shoot, I always forget about Carmine. I always forget about Carmine. Did they just discard both of their V? They clearly are running 3 V-Stars. They were able to do a prize check to see one of them wasn't prized. They did get rid of one of their Archeops. The fact that they threw away 2 of their V-Stars is wild to me, though. Absolutely wild to me. Alright, let's get a prize check going. Both of our hands are here. Mew is prized. Mew's not in hand, right? No. Mew is prized. We got all 4 of our Arvins. One of our electric generators is prized. Prime Catcher's here. We have prized energy. Probably missing the count on something else as well. Alright, what do you got for me in concealed cards? Not what I would love to see. I don't love this start because I am about to throw away a lot of energy here. Because we are going to use Squawkabilly, which I also now have a full bench, which I also don't love. I don't love having a full bench this early. Do I want to attach energy before I Squawk and Seize? Yes, I do. Energy onto Miraidon. Might be the bad choice, but it's the choice I've made. It was potentially the worst choice. It wasn't the best choice. We are using our V-Star power already. I could use Arvin, because I haven't used a supporter yet this turn. So I could grab Arvin for thinning our deck. It would be the I mean it's the same goal of getting an electric generator in our hand, but we can also grab a rescue board. And if something dies next, I can put it on Squawk. Or what might be better is the future booster energy, because I am going to want to do more damage with Iron Hands if I can get hands set up. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, hoping to pull 2 energy here. If I get 2 energy, I can at least kill their Lugia this turn, which would be great. Only 1. Should have put it on Raikou. Should have attached to Raikou turn 1. The biggest oof. The biggest oof we could ever make. Alright, kind of want a Bravery Charm Squawkabilly to give them more HP to keep them alive. Because there's a high chance that they kill us next turn. There's a high chance that they take a prize next turn. So let's not make it an easy prize for them to take. And we'll pass our turn. Not a great turn 1 for us. I'm a killer main, so if you do etc., you have me and Rika joining. Of course, it'll be dependent on time for fair. What killer do you like to use? They have their V-Star. They only have 1 Archeops in discard, though. Oh, they run 2 Luminions. Interesting. They could pull, if they have a Ultra Ball in hand, they could pull Jacques. No, they pull Professor's Research, which gives them a full 7 cards. So they probably have Archeops in hand. No! They just discarded... Oh, they're... Interesting. Okay, they got the other Archeops in hand now. Do they have a way to discard it, though? They do have an Ultra Ball. Okay, so this sucks. They do get to attack this turn. So Lugia's main goal is to get both 2 Archeopses into their discard pile because their V-Star ability allows them to take 2 colorless Pokemon from their discard and put it to their bench. And then Archeops is really solid for its ability, which is once per turn, they can search their deck for... which they're doing right now for 2 special energy cards and attach them to one Pokemon, which is how they set up their Pokemon, which they're setting up hands. So Iron Hands here, they have given it Legacy Energy, which is any type of, it provides any type of energy, which is that electric component for setting up Ampy very much. But if we kill them while Legacy Energy is attached, we take 1 less prize card. They're only two... Oh, they do... Okay, never mind. I thought they added double turbo. That's an interesting play there. I think I set up Raikou here. I go Raikou. Does Raikou... Because I can switch card out of anything. Because I think I want to leave their hands... I mean, I can kill their hands this turn, which gets rid of all their energy. Or I could prime up one of their Archeopses and get rid of their draw power, which is also something I'd like to do, is get rid of their draw power. Or their attach power, rather. But the best the generator can do for me is get Miraidon ready to attack. Let's Fleet Foot for 1. Pheasantipity is great. That means we can draw 3. Okay, so we get to attack this turn. But here comes the very difficult decision-making here. So I can either pull my other which is my other Zapdos prized, actually? My other Zapdos is prized, so it doesn't matter. I was going to say I could pull my other Zapdos, but it's prized. And kill hands, so I can't kill hands. So we're going to Pheasantipity. We're going to flip the script because one of our Pokemon died last turn to draw 3 cards. Double Turbo is great. We'll go ahead and attach that to hands. We can't attack with hands. I wish I would have done that first. I would have attached and killed, but in this case, that is no longer the case. Let's conceal cards for 1. Other Electric Generator. This is actually great if we hit both. But I don't think I want to grab both. I only want to grab 1. Because my other one attached would be worthless. We're going to kill one of their Archeopses. Prime Catcher Up allows me to choose a Pokemon to come in. We're going to amp you very much. Is there anything else I want to do before I end my turn? Nope. Amp you very much. We take 2 prizes, and we also get rid of one of their Archeopses, which is one of the easy ways they do a lot of damage. How they can respond to me this next turn, they send up hands, and they Boss's Order up my Radiant Greninja, or my Squawkabilly, because my Squawkabilly is also weak to Electric, which does have them doing 120 times 2 for 240, so it does kill Squawk, and they take 3 prizes. They're currently winning the prize race because they took prizes first. So what we don't want them to do is take a prize card this turn. So we'll see if they are able to do that, if they have any prizes, if they have any Boss's Orders. We know they don't have a Prime Catcher. They could have a Pokemon Catcher where they flip a coin for it. They put Ursaluna down, which is smart. But I don't think they have a boss, because I feel like they would have played it by now. Which does give me a higher chance of taking a win here. I do have only 2 bosses orders left. Oh, no, they do have a boss. I think they actually win this one then. Okay, this was a misplay on their part. Not really a not really a misplay. They actually win next turn if they have a boss's order. And there is nothing I can do about it. If they have a boss's order, they just win next turn no matter what. Because they can just boss up my Squawkabilly or my Pheasantipity and just do an easy kill, especially with their Blood Moon Ursaluna. Because they have 2 attackers set up. They have 2 attackers set up, so genuinely, that's all they have to do. We'll grab our boss. We're gonna make an attempt here. I never want to not make an attempt, so we're gonna fully attempt it and hope for the best. And again, if they have boss in hand, then it's just game over. I mean, even then, actually, if they just have energy in hand, it's game over. Yeah, if they have energy in hand, it's game over because they send up Blood Moon. They attach energy and kill, which is why I needed to take out Archeops. Because if I didn't take out Archeops, they could just attach energy to Blood Moon and kill. So yeah, GG. They won the prize race. GG's. Dracula from Chaos. I did see that. I've been watching some DVD streams. It looks like, from the best I can gather from other people, I have not played against I have played against a Dracula. There's only one game. A lot of people currently feel Dracula is not balanced. But that could be just because they're new. I use a random assortment, but currently I like playing Wesker, Pyramid Head, Deathslinger, and currently learning. Is Deathslinger the one that has like the best way I can describe it is like the grapple gun that like you can shoot survivors and like reel them into you? Is that who Deathslinger is? Because that one seems really cool. When I've been playing Killer, I've just still been playing the Huntress, just because she's the only one I've ever played, which is, and I think I'm okay-ish at playing her. Heads. Let's go. I do not want to go first. ZB, everyone says the new Killer is OP. Yeah, I feel like that's just any game when something gets added. People are like, oh, it's OP, until people learn how to work around it. Raikou is our starter, because we can Fleetfoot. Slinger is the one with the Spear Gun. Spear Gun, that's a better descriptor instead of Grapple Gun. Alright, what are we playing against? So right now with this setup, this is actually okay with the Force Seals. Let's go! Probably lost connection. If only this could happen at the Cup tomorrow! Oh, I'm glad they lost connection. I didn't want to play against another... Lugia. Hey, we got our what would you call this? Elo? Whatever our points are. We got back the 30 that we just lost for gained for that loss, so let's go. I was watching someone play. I was watching a VOD of them playing. They were playing for like 5.5 hours. They went up against the Knight, and I was like, oh, I want to play them just because they have a sword and they're like they're dressed as a knight. I was like, that killer looks fun just because of the aesthetic. But otherwise, I think Michael Myers would be interesting, just to slowly walk after people. I played a game today with some people who were playing pretty poorly. There was one person who was playing well, so I killed the 3 that were playing poorly. Like, they just kept missing their skill checks on generators and stuff. And I kept hitting down the last person after I'd killed the rest of them. they like had almost opened up the door, and I'm like, no, I killed them, brought them up, and I was like, come with me. And I was just walking around with the map. Every time that they would drop off of me, I would knock them again, pick them back up. I'm like, no, come with me. We are going to find... Oh, this is a terrible start for us. They could win next turn because we did not get another basic, and we have no way of getting a basic in hand. So if they just set up, they win. Oof! And I play a lot of basics. That's just RNG for you. And I was like, no, we're going to find the hatch. So I like was carrying them around for so long until I finally found, like, they would drop off, I would hit them, pick them back up, and then finally found the hatch and just dropped them on it. It was great. Knight is wildly hated because how the community has played them. How's the community played? I have all but Dracula. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know how to even earn the specific credits to be able to buy them. It looks like there's like a premium coin that you could spend real money to get. And then there's an in-game coin, but I haven't played enough also to actively earn. I don't know. I want to play more. I just don't know if it's something I want to stream right now just because of the fact that I'm still learning a lot of it. We'll see. Alright, so we are playing against Regidrago. Which is not a great matchup for me, but they also had a bad turn 1, just like I did. I'm gonna have a bad turn 2 here. I have to waste my Arven to Nest Ball, where I would like to use it for Electric Generator, but I'm gonna have to use it for a Nest Ball to make sure that I can actually do anything this turn. Alright, let's see what's prized. Let's prize check. Blood Moon is prized. Blood Moon, Mew... Those are my only basics that are prized. We have a... Don't have a boss that's prized. We have an Ultra Ball that's prized. 11. And we have an energy that's prized. What am I missing? Skateboard? No, skateboard's in hand. Double Turbo? No. Zapdos? Oh, my other Zapdos is prized. There's Zapdos, and then an energy. Alright. We can work with that. We don't want hands. It's actually not great having the other Zapdos prized, because the other Zapdos is actually what... No. Regidrago I can kill before they, once they evolve them. Alright, here's what we're hoping for right now. We are hoping to hit 2 on this electric generator. Otherwise, I am not going to do well in this prize race. Yo, let's go. What else would I pull? Another electric. Squawk ability is now useless to me because we can only use Squawk ability's power on turn 1. Use that switch cart, get Miraidon up, and go for the knock. Ellen with a hydration, don't dehydrate. Hey, everyone right now. Water. Drink some water. Water. Oh, they conceded. Let's go. Water. Water. These sorts of hydration. Now, necessarily, they just shouldn't have retreated there because they didn't know what I... Oh, I guess they saw that I had the skateboard in hand, so I could have attacked next turn. Miraidon, I didn't actually talk about this earlier. Miraidon's ability, or attack, 220 damage, but you are not able to attack the next turn unless you retreat them and get them back on... Put them onto your bench and then get them back into active. The thought behind that is saying it can't attack, but it's your bench. The thing about it in like the actual game terms is you putting it back into its Pokeball and then throwing it back out. So it's technically able to attack if you retreat it and get it back out. There's a very annoying strat called 3-genning, which the last 3 gens are close together and you can patrol them. Knight and one more killer we do not speak of can do this as well, all too well. How can they do it so well? Like, is it because they can move quickly or because of a perk they have? Or does it charge your game by leveling up blood points? Oh, okay, so it's from leveling up. Okay. I've not leveled up a ton, but it's because I didn't know that. So, okay, I have a ton of blood points. I think I have like 200-something thousand, which I know is not a ton in like the the big world, because I've seen like people are streaming it like they have. I don't want to go first. I do not want to go first. Ba-da-bum. Squawk is this actually? It's actually a decent start. This actually start could go hard depending on the draw here. Looks like we are playing against Teal Mask Overpawn. Actually is used in a lot of different decks right now. It could be Regidrago or it could be Raging Bolt. Especially because Fez right now, Fez and Dippity is also being worked into a lot of different decks because of their ability. Alright, so we have no idea what they're playing. Boss is not what I wanted to draw, but that's fine. We're going to Ultra Ball the boss, the rescue board. We're going to send both of those away. I'm going to do a quick very quick prize check. One of our Miraidons is prized. We have a prized Miraidon. We have a prized bundle. We have a prized Arven. We have a prized electric generator. We have a prized... Are switch cards prized? Oh. Prized energy. Okay. Oh, Raiku's prized. Oh no! That's actually not that big of a deal. It's actually not that huge of a deal to have Raikou prized, because Luminion can take their spot for using our V-Star power. Alright, we're going to play out Academy at Night. We're going to use Academy at Night. Place this basic energy in the top of our deck. Going to electric generator. Okay, we would have had it anyways, but it's good to know. Sam, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Doing really good right now. This is actually a really good start, this specific game is. So we're going to use Squawk and Seize, which discards our hand and draws 6 cards. Okay, I hate to... Actually, this is... We're going to use our Prime Catcher early. I hate to use my Prime Catcher this early. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it to them. We're going to get rid of their Teal Mask, which is their draw power, and also get rid of this energy that they have in hand, which is also really good for us to get rid of their energy. Yeah. Games have been okay. This is our 4th game? We've won a couple games. We only lost 1 game so far tonight. And it was not the best match for me. Electric generator, that was the other thing prized. Knight can summon 1 of 3 guards, all of which have different abilities. Oh, they can summon? Oh, that's wild. Why are you using Academy at Night? Well, unless you're about to Professor's Research. No, they're Ionoing. Okay, that's a good use of Iono. Because I was like, you don't want to flip the script? That makes sense. Because that means they get to keep whatever card that they had in hand. And it wasn't a basic, or else they would have just played it down. So I don't know what it is they wanted to keep. And we'll never know what they wanted to keep. They're probably going to Ultra Ball for another Teal Mask Overpawn. Oh, we're playing Regidrago because of the Dragapult. Dragapult, so Regidrago here, by the way, when they evolve into their V-Star, their ability allows them, their attack, they use any Dragon Pokemon in the discard, which is Dragapult, does 200 damage, and then you can move 6 damage counters anywhere you want on the bench. Which is rough for us. What we want to do is kill this Regidrago before he evolves, but they're probably going to grab us. They're probably actually going to pull Teal Mask now, because Teal Mask is a good way for their draw engine. And then they can also use it's called an energy switch. Teal Mask Overpawn has an ability where once per turn you attach basic energy to Teal Mask. That does not count as you're attaching one, because you can attach 1 energy per turn. This is an ability. It attaches an energy and you draw a card. Then you use an item card called Energy Switch and you can move the energy to a different Pokemon. which is what they want to do onto Regidrago. We don't want that to happen. We want to kill Regidrago. Interesting to get rid of 2 of their earthen vessels, which is also one of their energy drop powers to set up the Teal Mask. My best case scenario next turn is I draw a boss's order. Now, I would have loved boss's order because boss's order allows me to do damage. So right now my Miraidon cannot attack. I can attach a rescue board to it and I can retreat, but then I have no way to get back into active. So I need Mew, which I don't love taking up one of my spots for Mew, because I didn't even need these Zapdoses for this matchup. I don't need it. What I don't like about it is because I'm not going to be able to prep a second Pokemon. So as soon as they kill my Miraidon, which there's high likelihood, very high likelihood, that they can kill my Miraidon this next turn, I have no pressure to put on them. We're going to retreat back into Mew. And then we're going to... Oh, shoot, because we just used our retreat for that. We just used our retreat. That was stupid of me. Oh, shoot. I'm just dumb. Alright, my other choice here is... I should have retreated into Squawkabilly, so that way I could just let Squawk die. I can Ultra Ball and fail my Ultra Ball, but it does mean I will lose one of my electric generators. I think this is what I have to do right now. We're going to fail this so that way I have no cards in hand. So that way I can restart. I'm hoping to pull one of my switch cards. Hey, there's the boss's order I was looking for. There's the boss's order I was looking for. It wasn't a huge misplay. That was just, that's why I wanted to do deck testing and get my mind in the right. You can only retreat once per turn. I was sequencing that okay-ish. I should have Ultra Balled first, cleared hand. There's that energy switch. I should have Ultra Balled first to clear hand, so that way I could use my Mew and have a better understanding of what I wanted to do before I retreated, because if not, I would have retreated into either Squawkabilly or Lavinion, because they don't serve a purpose anymore. So they put up Regidrago here, which most likely means they're probably going to go for Celestial Roar, which they discard the top 3 cards if any energy cards attached to this Pokemon. Okay, maybe not. Maybe they are, because they're putting a card on hand? No, they're Ionoing again. Okay. This Academy at Night is great for them right now. Terrible for me. There's my switch card I was looking for. How many cards down was that switch card? It was the next card was my switch card. Love to see that. Love to see it being my next card. What is good here, though, is they cannot use a boss, but they can use a Prime Catcher, if they, which Regidrago tends to run Prime Catcher. So they can get my Miraidon up, although... Did they not already retreat Pheasantipity back this turn, or did they use a switch card for that? Oh no, they used a switch card for that. So they could still Prime Catch Mew and retreat Mew, because they haven't retreated yet this turn. Or they could just attack. They kill Mew with Dragapult, and then they put 20 damage onto Miraidon. And then they spread it wherever else they want. I think this is a loss here. Which Regidrago is a bad matchup for Miraidon. Unless I attack early, I did not get good sequencing. I'm currently ahead in the prize card race, assuming I can take 2 prizes this turn. Miraidon goes up no matter what, because there's no reason for me to put any other Pokemon in active. Because I want to attack. What I need is Boss's Order. Which I know one of them is currently on the bottom of my deck, which doesn't help me. Yeah, I think I've lost. That's okay, though. This is all about learning. I haven't lost! Bundle to the rescue! Because it doesn't matter what they put up here. We take prizes. Let's go, Bundle! Thank you, Iron Bundle. You're my hero. Which we could have Arvin for Iron Bundle as well. Could have bundled for... Which, so here's the thing. We do lose Miraidon this next turn. Miraidon dies. There's no way we keep Miraidon alive. So I think the best thing we can do here for pressure... To get my... Oh no, my Blood Moon is... discarded. I had to discard Blood Moon. And our other Miraidon is prized, which there's potential we pull it this turn. I think we have to pull hands. I think we have to pull hands and set up hands as an attacker. I think that's my only hope here, is to set up hands as an attacker and potentially kill Mew. Yeah, that is 100% my only hope. I promoted Miraidon, right? Okay. I can retreat this turn. I can heal Miraidon so they no longer die to Dragapult. You right now are only doing 180 damage, which is why we're going to retreat you back with your free retreat now. And then I don't want to Academy at Night. We killed the Photon Blaster. But actually the Zapdoses do potentially come into play here. Okay. It depends on what they do this turn. There's potential we win. Our win con is drawing Boss's Order. Our win con is drawing Boss's Order because right now I can kill Mew. No matter what. And I don't think they can kill Miraidon this turn. But I would need my other Switch card, which I can get from Arvin. I don't know. Dark, how are you doing? I hope you're winning. I'm doing okay-ish right now. They Night Stretcher did energy into hand. I don't know why it didn't show me, because Night Stretcher is supposed to show me what they drew. I don't know why it didn't like pop up into my face. Because anytime you remove something from the discard, you have to show your opponent. We did see it for a slight second as it flipped in. Ooh, this just to put pressure on Lugia. They're setting up their other one. This is fine, because they're going to... We could Arvin to switch cards so we can still attack next turn. Because unless they boss, they don't get a kill this turn. Unless they boss or prime catch, they don't get a kill this turn. They don't get a kill this turn. Oh, wait. What move did they just use that did 230? What move did it? Oh. I was just looking at Haxorus's top attack here. I didn't even see that their second attack does 230 damage. Oh, that's stupidity on my part. I wasn't reading. They win next turn unless I pull a boss right now. They won. There is nothing that I can do other than to retreat into Zapdos. and hope that they don't have a boss or a catcher. That is actually my only play. Flipping the script here doesn't shoot. I mean, we can pull the boss here, but it's not going to matter. I've already used my supporter. Yeah, my only hope here is that they do not have a boss's order in hand. Gonna get rid of the academy at night. I don't think that there's anything that they could do that would help them benefit them, but I just want to get rid of this. Doing okay, can't sleep. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, buddy. If they have boss or prime catcher, they win. They just legacy V-starred, which means they get to discard the top 7 cards and put 2 in hand. They're going to put that boss in hand and just take the win. Which is fine. That's how it goes. Yeah, boss in hand. Regidrago is not a good matchup for Miraidon. But honestly, we did pretty decent against it. We didn't have the best second turn. Our first turn was pretty good. Our prizing sucked. It sucked that we had to get rid of Blood Moon Ursaluna. But even having Blood Moon Ursaluna here wouldn't have changed anything for us. Hey, there was their prime catcher. They finally found it. GG. That was a good game. Regidrago is just a tough match, which also Regidrago right now is currently doing really well in the format. So, GG. GG. Still a good game, which is, again, what this is for, is to prep me for tomorrow. For anyone who wasn't here earlier, I'm playing in a League Cup tomorrow. It's my first ever League Cup. I've played in challenges before. This is going to be the first cup I play. And this is my first season that I have played competitive TCG. Currently, the best I've done in a challenge is I placed 7th. I placed 7th playing Lugia. Pardon me. This was before rotation, before Worlds. So I was not playing any of the new Shrouded Fable cards at the time. Lost the coin toss. We haven't won a coin toss yet tonight. No, actually, that's a lie. We won a coin toss earlier. And by one, I mean one that I've called. Which I guess the only way you win a coin toss is if you're the one called. So that's unnecessary to say. But yeah, well, I do actually hope that we can do TV. If not tomorrow, Sunday for sure. We should be able to. Do you prefer going first or second? It's dependent on the deck. For this specific deck that we're playing, I want to go second. Because this deck can set up, and you can only attack if you go second. Whoever goes first cannot attack in their first turn, and whoever goes first cannot play supporter cards in their first turn. My Miraidon deck is built a lot around being able to play supporter cards. I think they're playing Gardevoir. Gardevoir runs Natu. I do really like these cards, these card sleeves. I wish there was an easier way to see them. I can't tell. I think it just says Pokemon League on it. I don't know what it says specifically. Oh no, is this? I haven't played against Dragapult specifically. I've only played against like Charizard or Zardpult, where it's Charizard and like a 1/1/1 line of Dragapult. And I've played against Dragapult in a Regidrago deck, but I've never actually played against just straight up a Dragapult deck. TLS Season 3 should be ending in 5 days. I wonder if they'll actually do something. Miraidon, you were just who I was looking to pull. You were just who I was hoping to draw. Other Zapdos is in hand. We have an Iron Hands prized. Hands is prized. None of our other basics are prized. We have an Electric Generator prized. We have a Nest Ball prized. We have an Ultra Ball prized. And we have Energy prized. Grab other Miraidon and hands. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Raiku's prized. Raiku's prized. So we will grab the rescue board. Raikou being prized does hurt me. I need 2. Got 1. We cannot attack this turn. Not good that we can't attack this turn. Very much not good that we can't attack this turn. I really needed to be able to attack this turn. That's okay. We'll see what they can. If they get a rare candy, they can attack me this turn. Hopefully they don't. They need to do something about Marshall. Late game Marshall absolutely crushes evil. I'm hoping that maybe we'll actually get, because we still haven't gotten any type of like messaging from the new publisher on what they're doing. So they're gonna go for Team Evo this turn, which allows them to evolve 2 of their benched Dreepies, which is fine. Lost Vacuum. Oh, that was their discard. I thought they were playing Lost Vacuum. I'm like, are they getting rid of their own TM? I am interested to see what if they ever do anything about the Marshall or anything in general if Serendipity goes down. Another Nestball fully filling their bench. What else are you playing down? Another Natu. What does Xatu do again? I haven't even looked at them. Once during your turn, attach basic Psychic Energy from your hand to one of your benched Pokemon and draw 2 cards. Okay, they get both of their Dracolocks. Next turn, there's heavy potential that they have a Dragapult. Arven is what I'd prefer to see here. I also misplayed last turn. No, I didn't have. I did misplay last turn. It's still a new tech that I've started using. It sucks that wasn't misplay last turn. I could have attacked last turn. And I messed that up because I've only been having Academy at Night in this deck for the last week. I haven't played a lot of games with it, and I keep forgetting it's there. Once again, I didn't need it. Very lucky. Should have put that energy on 2 hands last turn. Shoulda, coulda, didn't. Now here's the thing. If I use Bundle this turn... they are going to. If I had that, they would have retreated into anything else. Now that I have them up, though, they're going to retreat into Serendipity. If I had one more, I could take 2 prizes. We're just going to go for the Arm Press. Reason being here is Miraidon I would have to swap out to get another attack on. This isn't the best beginnings of a prize card run, because taking 1 prize card is not great, especially when they're about to get 4 cards drawn here from their Flip the Script, and no, they're 5 cards, but they have Dragapult. They don't have energy on that Dragapult yet, which works for me. They should have done that. That was interesting. What are they doing? I'm very confused on why they didn't play Dragapult onto one of their Draclocks and start putting damage out this turn. Recon Drive here, the ability they're using right now, you look at the top 2 cards of your deck, you put one into your hand and the other card on the bottom of your deck, which is a really good ability. They could grab another one of their Draclocks here, or Dragapults here, which might be why they did that rare candy. But then they Iono'd, which is what was surprising to me. They did end up pulling another one. I assume they have energy in hand. They don't have energy in hand. What? Okay, so our Forest Seal Stone right now has no effect due to the Jamming Tower in play, so we aren't even going to play them down. I think what we do here is we prime catch... We could just take a free retreat. And boss up the Draclocks to get rid of them, which is a draw engine right now. And we amp them very much. I think that's the thought here. I think this is the best play. Be the worst play. Could have bossed them instead. I still think we are going to Laminion here and get another Arven and start setting up another Miraidon. We will not attach the Force Seal Stone yet. No reason to attach it. Yeah, no reason to attach it yet. Now, do I do this, or do I want to set up my other, try and set up the other Iron Hands? Because I could try and set up the other Iron Hands. Because they're going to have that Natu on bench. No, because I think we need it to try and put pressure onto Bezendipity. No, because honestly, we're going to take 2 prizes here. We're going to be at 3. Nothing really gets us that run anyways. But do I want to fill up... Oh, my other one's prize. It doesn't matter. What else was there? I'd like to get Radiant Greninja. Damn. So this way, I have 2 on each. Both of them are potential attackers next turn. I know the Jamming Tower doesn't do anything. I just want that out of hand. Jamming Tower doesn't allow, or rather keeps this from doing anything this turn, which all it does is 10 extra or 20 extra damage, and I get to a free retreat cost. I don't need the damage during the retreat right now. I just want it out of hand. There's Raikou. There's the other Iron Hands. Raikou down, I don't think it even needs to happen, because we have Laminion down for our Force Seal Stone. Because for the Force Seal Stone, the reason I say that is it needs a V Pokemon to work, which is kind of why Raikou is there, because Miraidon can pull it out. Move up to 2 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to another. Who have damage counters on them? Oh, they just... I thought it was one of their Pokemon. Oh, one of my opponent's Pokemon. I just misread. I don't think this helps them super much. Mew is actually really helpful here, because I can get all of these cards out of hand next turn, and I can restart. So Mew's actually good to have in hand. They can't kill hands this turn. They can't take any prizes this turn, actually. So what I need is a boss's order, because they only do 200 damage from Phantom Dive here, so it puts me at 220. So they don't kill hands. They'll probably put 20 damage onto Miraidon. Maybe put the rest onto Laminion, because they wouldn't put it on Bundle. Putting it on Bundle would be kind of dumb. Or they just put it all on Miraidon. I guess the 50 there to counteract... I actually don't know why the 50's there. Squawkabilly, you are no longer helpful. So I think we Iron Bundle just to get it off my bench. I don't think it helps us in any way. I think they're just going to send up their other Dragapult. So I don't think there's any reason not to do this. It just gets it off my bench. Frees up space. If they would have put damage on it, I definitely would have done this. They sent up their other Dragapult. It'd be kind of... It would be dumb for them to send anything else up. We play down Mew. We put the rescue board onto one of them. Now we could play down the other Squawkabilly. Its ability isn't useful for us, but Mew's restart, if we draw until we have 3 cards in hand, it would give us the most optimal amount of opportunity to pull what we need to pull, which is Boss's Order. We do not pull it though. Unfortunate. Dang. That's super unfortunate. We still have a really high chance here of winning. They want to retreat this Dragapult though. Have we seen what their ace spec is yet? I don't think we have. We know they have Counter Catcher in hand, which they could use this turn to Counter Catcher up Miraidon and kill. I don't think they would want to though. Actually, they would want to, because then they take 4 prizes this turn. If they can get one of my Miraidons up. Never mind. This is actually gonna be a tough fight for us. What hurt us is our prize mapping. Oh, they actually kill hands this turn no matter what. I forgot about Radiant Alakazam. And anything that I promote here dies from Phantom Dive. So I think we send up Miraidon. No, they're going to take the 2 prizes anyways. So I think we send up Squawkabilly. Because they're going to take the 2 prizes anyways. And I think we keep an attacker. Because their other Dragapult doesn't have energy on it yet. So I think we send up Squawkabilly. Because they're going to want to retreat here. I want to keep Mew for their restart ability. We can also Nest Ball to get Blood Moon, because I'm pretty sure that's Blood Moon. Oh, no, they're bossing. Okay, that's fine. They're going to boss up Mew. Okay, I didn't expect the Mew boss. Actually, shoot, the Mew boss actually... I wasn't even paying attention. Genome hacking, I could have actually won with that. This is a lot. It's pretty clear you know what you're doing, though. So play with the deck. That's honestly a lot of what this is knowing what deck you're playing with. And trying your best to know matchups, which here I clearly was not prepared for this matchup because not a lot of people are playing Dragapult. Like, I would put money, I will not play this deck tomorrow because this is not a meta deck right now. There are decks that make use of Dragapult, but there's no meta deck right now that is running a 3-line of Dragapult. A 3-line means that they have 3 Dragapults in deck. There's nothing that's playing against right now that would have that. This they kill next turn. They only need to take 2 more prizes to win. So they just win. They just win. Yeah, they just win next turn. I should have promoted up the other one for the free retreat, but it's fine. Alright, let's flip the script. Switch cart isn't beneficial here. Because I can't put down Greninja because I need... This really sucks. Jamming Tower, I mean, we can get rid of it. It's just not going to do a lot for us to get rid of it. Let's play them down. We're still going to go for it, obviously. Always like to go for it. I still need the 1 energy to attach. Get rid of the Jamming Tower just to get rid of it. All they need is a boss to kill next turn. And they've thinned their deck pretty handily. And they've used 2 bosses so far. We also still haven't seen their ace spec, which could be a prime catcher. If they have a prime catcher, they auto win. So we'll see what happens. Our prize race wasn't great. Even had we done a better prize match, or a prize map of taking 2 prizes instead of just the one, which was on this odd number of prize cards left, we still would have lost this turn because I didn't have a way to boss up anything. Are they just going to go for the retreat here? Maybe they don't have the boss. If they retreat here, they don't have boss or prime catcher. They Arvin. They could Arvin the prime catcher if it's in deck. Again, I don't know if they run prime catcher in this build. Bum, bum. No. Okay. Maybe they do and it's prized? Because why would they pull rare candy and... This still doesn't give us a winning chance. We still lose. We still lose. We just lose next turn. It was worth a shot. So the reason we lose next turn... Yeah. Yeah, they know they have it. We'll just pass it back to them. GG. That is game. They didn't kill anything, so... Which, I mean, if they would have killed anything, it would have lost, so Pheasant Deputy doesn't do anything. Now, they have like 3 seconds before I concede, and they don't get to click their buttons. Okay, now you're just being a dick. You're just being a dick playing out. You won the game. What? Why are you putting Why are you still playing cards? You won. I passed it back to you out of a show of respect for a good game played. But yes, this is a lot, which is why it is easy to misplay. It's why I do like, though, playing in person, because I don't know what it is. Having, like, the physical cards, like, in hand, I don't know, I feel like I play better because I'm actually physically looking at what I'm doing. And the game does make it easier online because it shuffles for me. It won't let things work, whereas, like, when you're playing for real, you have to be checking what your opponent is doing, because your opponent might do something that isn't actually how their card works. They're not doing it maliciously. They just might not have an understanding. And unless you catch it in the moment, they could do something. You'd be like, wait a second. So it does require a lot of knowledge, which does suck sometimes. Even splash, bro. Heads. Also interesting for any of you who have just only seen online and never have played in person. While this game has a lot of coin flipping in it, there is like just about 0 coin flipping in the real playing of it. I just realized this music's super low, or can you actually hear the music? There's like 0 coin flipping in real life. The roll dice instead, because it's more difficult to mess up. Which I have a special dice that I use. Oh, it's in my bag. My turn? Am I holding the game up? No. Radiant Charizard. Okay, probably playing Charizard. Probably gonna pull a Charmander here. No, oh, they're pulling Squawkabilly. I have this special Pikachu dice here, which has heads and tails on it, depending on the number. Odds are tails, heads are evens. Which is just like when you roll a dice, it works out the same way, but just having Pikachu on it is just kind of cool. So there's a card that, or a queen, or not a queen, a dice that they put out years ago, before I was playing, but I bought it on eBay because I thought it was a cool card. Oh no, this is Regidrago. I was expecting it to be Charizard, since it was running Radiant Charizard. Regidrago run Radiant Charizard? Radiant Charizard works very similar to our Ursaluna, And more prize cards that your opponent has taken, less energy is required for it to do damage. Radiant Charizard does 10 more damage than Ursaluna, and since it's not an EX, your opponent only gets 1 prize card for killing it. But you can only have 1 Radiant card per deck. And I guess they would rather run that than... Oh, okay, I think we've lost. I'm going to be very honest with you all. They just had an amazing turn 1. I'm about to have an awful turn 1. So I am fairly certain they just won off of our turn 1. That sucks. I've never played for real years ago. I played a couple times with my dad. Coin flipping seems to have been more prevalent. It's still there. I think people just like move to dice just because it's more reliable. Because like if you can flip a coin poorly, yeah, that makes sense. They want to push this hands up because I put energy on it. I think they win. Yo, what's up, Alan? How are you doing? Welcome on in. I had a bad turn 1 to not draw anything that I wanted to draw. And they have had 2 really solid turns. It happens sometimes. I would not want to have hands down at all in this matchup. The only thing hands does well for me is deals with Radiant Charizard and Squawk ability for extra prizes, but that's not even worth it in this matchup, so this is just rough that those are the only 2 basics I have down right now. Doing pretty good. Getting some good deck testing in. Because I'm probably going to go up against quite a few Regidragos tomorrow. We'll probably go up against some mirrors. Some mirror matches tomorrow with other Miraidon players. Definitely some Charizard players. But I feel like I'm going to see a lot of Regidrago, because Regidrago, while it didn't win Pokemon Worlds, it was the majority of the meta share at Worlds. You've only played Yu-Gi-Oh! As a card game? I've never played the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. When did you start streaming in general? I started streaming 2019? 2020? 2019, I think. Okay. This is somewhat better. It's not great. Not great by any means. I don't want to lose my Ursaluna because my Ursaluna is what I need. We're finally getting to look at our hand here, at our cards. I've been streaming primarily here on Twitch. I know I say here on Twitch and you're watching on YouTube. I only recently started streaming on my YouTube channels. I have 2 YouTube channels. One of them has been around a lot longer than the other. My Wiz Studios is my main channel that I've used for years. And then recently, I say probably a year and a half ago or so, I create... Oh, shoot, the Jamming Tower. Forgot about the Jamming Tower. That sucks. I think that's just GG. We'll let this play out, but I think this is just GG. Nah, I'm okay. Good luck with your grind, but... No. I'm only playing this out right now because I have Blood Moon in hand, and they only have 5 cards in deck. That's the only reason I'm still playing this out. If they win this matchup in this specific go-around, I shall not. I'm okay. You keep pushing, bud. I've said no. I've said I'm good. I've given you your due diligence of, like, you know, good luck on the grind. But you gotta know when people clearly aren't interested. When people clearly aren't interested, you don't continue on. Bye. How can you tell what needs to happen for them to win? So how I can tell is because they are set up, and they just took 2 prize cards because they are set up. That's how I'm able to tell. Which right now, I can't do anything to them. I can do this and I can do this. What do they have in their discard? Because they used Kyurem to put down damage. Nah, we'll just save the time here. GG. We had a very bad first 2 turns. I didn't set up anything in my first 2 turns. I didn't set up anything in my first 2 turns because I just had bad draws, which happens. You can have the best deck in the world. They as well, you clearly saw, they had a really good early setup. They can also brick like I did. Just depends on RNG. Bum, 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 which is what we're hoping does not go tomorrow. We're hoping that doesn't happen tomorrow. The last time I played, the only other time I've played this deck in an actual competition, and I will say at the time the deck was not properly optimized. I was not using a lot of meta cards that would have helped me. It wasn't a terrible deck build, but it could have been better where it is right now. I think right now it's really in a very solid place for this deck. But I bricked both of my first 2 games and lost 2 games in. Yeah, like a stall deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! There is a couple of stall decks in TCG right now, or in Pokemon TCG right now. My deck does not get harmed. Snorlax stall is the most well-known one right now. I haven't seen anyone play it recently. My deck is not really all that harmed by the Snorlax stall. I would actually love to go up against Snorlax stall. Because since I can set up so quickly and I have a lot of abilities to move stuff around, I could kill it pretty easily. But when I was playing Lugia beforehand, Snorlax stall was not good for me. Because the way Snorlax stall works is you get a lot of cards on your bench. Or your opponent does, and then you just keep gusting their cards around where they can't do anything. And Lugia required getting cards on bench, so once that happened, I was just screwed. Alright, what do I have in hand right now? 1 Zapdos, Raikou, Iron Bundle, Ursaluna. So, prized for me right now. No other basics are prized. 2 Arvins in hand. 2 of my electric generators are prized. That's not good. That's not good. That's not what you want to see. That's not what you want to see at all. I actually don't know that I even want to... I don't know that I want to set up Rhydon. I think I want to try and set up... I don't really need the booster energy to do that right now, not against this deck. I think health would be better for me. I think I want to set up hands against this matchup. I think I want hands for Amp You very much right now against basics. I don't need Zapdos. I do not need Zapdos for this matchup either. I'll just take 1 for now. I probably should have taken 2 just to help thin my deck. Alright, what I need to hit 2 energy here. No! Complete whiff on the electric generator. Rough. 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 Very rough. That sucks. I could Force Seal Stone right now and grab another one, but I have no way to get Iron Hands into active. So I think we're just going to pass. I think we're just going to pass. and see what we draw next turn. Yu-Gi-Oh is like 90% reading at this point. I feel like what is the beat for Yu-Gi-Oh like first turn takes like 20 minutes because you just keep having so much draw in it, engines. I don't care for the game anymore because turn 1 wins are all over the place. Now that is just too much. Like turns can take a while in Pokemon TCG sometimes, but I feel like not as long as I hear at least the meme of Yu-Gi-Oh turns going. Yeah, they don't need de-evolution. So de-evolution here is a TM that you can use, and it devolves your opponent's Pokemons and put their evolutions back in hand. For their deck, for the meta right now, is mostly for Charizard. Okay, we're gonna Arven. We're gonna grab our only other electric generator because the other one's prized. We'll grab the rescue board. And we are going to hope. We are going to beg that we hit both energies. Let's go. All right, this is good for us. All right, we're gonna Forest Seal Stone. We're gonna attach our energy here. I don't love using my V-Star and my Prime Catcher this early. I've said that before, but sometimes you gotta do it. I could have used it last turn to grab Squawk and set up, but I liked some of the cards I had in hand, so I didn't really want to do that. Get one of their Curlias, which is one of their draw engines, to get rid of it. We're gonna attach Breathe, because there's no reason I would want Iron Hands out of active once it's here in active. Attach this here. I don't need Zapdos for the extra damage. Right now, at least. They're going to hold the Bravery Charm in our hand, because there's no way they do 230. I mean, they could do 230 next turn. There's a lot of ways they could do 230. So we'll Bravery Charm. I would like to Bravery Charm Ursaluna when it comes to it, but hopefully I don't have to use Ursaluna. Alright, this is a good prize race for us. This is a good start. They've taken no prizes, we've taken 2. The idea of the prize race being each turn I take 2 prize cards. And if I'm taking 2, even if they take 2 prizes this turn, if next turn I take 2 prize cards, I'm still ahead. But the only way I take 2 prize cards next turn is if Iron Hands is still alive. Because Iron Hands allows me to amp you very much, which takes 1 additional prize card than you would have for a kill. All of their Pokemon are basic Pokeball, except they just evolved this Gardevoir, which is no longer a basic, but I can also no longer one-shot it. But I think Screamtail, 20 damage for 20 your opponent's Pokemon for each damage counter on this Pokemon. Even with a Bravery Charm, how much damage could they do? Even with a Bravery Charm on them, I don't know what that damage count looks like. It might be enough. They're going to move 20 damage from... Oh, okay, I'm surprised they didn't move it onto Screamtail. Maybe this maths. I don't know what this math is here. No, it's only 120. Okay. So I take 2 prizes still. They concede. Yeah. I still think they had a chance there. I don't think they should have conceded. They still had potential. Because I was going to take 2 prizes there, but I mean, most likely I was winning that one, but I think they probably should have stuck that one out a little bit longer to see. Because there was a highish chance that I could have bricked, or they don't know what I had in hand. But I have a good matchup into Gardevoir. Yeah, I'm still feeling really good about this deck, even though we have had multiple losses tonight. It's been losses against meta decks that I could end up playing tomorrow that is just bad matchups with Regidrago. The Dragapult loss, though, I still feel good about that loss, even though I know that I won't see that deck tomorrow. but I still think I played pretty good against it. Squawk will start us out. We will have to put Fez and Dippity on bench. Unless we pull Academy. Alright, Manaphy could be anything. It's running a handful of different decks. We'll see what they put on their bench this turn. If anything. If nothing goes on their bench this turn, then we potentially win. Alright, so we're going to have to use Arven to get us a Nest Ball so we can get a Pokemon out. But I think we win. They probably concede before we even get to the point where we would attack. They're probably going to concede. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. Oh, shoot. Raikou's prized. Oh, dang. Raikou being prized actually is big for them. Because I can't attach my Forest Seal Stone, which means I lose my Forest Seal Stone when I Squawk and Seize here. Still means I have a good chance of winning still, but yikes. That's rough for me. That's real rough for me. I hate losing my... I should have checked. I shouldn't have just pulled that without checking cards first. That was on me. If not, I would have seen it wasn't there and I would not have pulled that out. Still a chance of winning here, depending on if I hit both. Nope, only hit one. Alright, hey, they got lucky. And I got unlucky, but good for them. We still have a chance here. We can still play this out. Nope. Nope. I needed to pull another electric generator. Ugh. You hate it when they don't have anything down. I wanted to so badly. I wanted to hit them. I wanted to take them down. But that's also why you always sit through your first turn. Like, we had the person earlier who ran before I'd even set up. I could brick. If I would have had Raikou in not prized, I would have pulled it, because that would have been an additional... Man, that sucks. They conceded anyways. I was going to boss up Pheasantipity and kill Pheasantipity that turn. So they must have been really bricking. I have no idea what deck they were playing, but they were very much bricking. Bum, bum, bum. But I am happy to see the concede. Not really, because I want to play against decks. Because that's the only way I'm going to practice if I actually get to play against stuff. Do you even splash? Do you even splash? Heads. Let's go. No, I don't want to go first. Oh, I was just asking earlier, do I need to turn the music up? I don't know how the music sound is for you all. Alright, Squawk into base, into active, Miraidon on bench. I think that's how we're going to play this. We're going second, so I could use the Professor's Research and also Squawk. I don't know that I'd want to use that. We are playing against Charizard with Dusk Noir. The Dusk Noir line. Surprised they didn't pull a basic. I wonder how many Charmander lines they're running. They might only be running 2. Reading Greninja. Buddy Buddy Poffin in 3, 2, 1. Oh no, Buddy Buddy Poffin, okay. Hey, there it is. They're gonna pull Duskull. There is no music? Maybe it's turned down so low that you can't... Have you just been hearing me yap this entire time? What about now? Let's go on another Pidgey. Electric Generator is always what we want to see. Ooh, hitting both is beautiful. Do have my Raikou. Probably should have put it on Iron Hands, but I definitely should have put it on Iron Hands. That was a misplay on my part. It's just the in-game music. I probably should find other music to play. That was a heavy... This is me knowing my misplays. While I want Miraidon for late game, early game, I should have set up hands to try and take two this turn. We're going to attach that on you. We're going to attach that on you. Do I want Greninja on bench? That only leaves me one bench space. But it is decent draws. One part of me also wants to boss up their Duskull and kill Duskull. But another part of me wants to just... I think I just want to kill Charmanders. I know I could have Professored first, but I was hoping that I was going to pull an Arven, so I could start setting up other Pokemon. We could Mew, we could Pheasantipity. I don't want to put either of them out there right now because they're just too low HP. I should put the Bravery Charm on a Squawk, but I would need a switch card of some type. We're going to hold Academy at Night. I'm not going to nest anything down. We'll just kill one of the Charmanders. I don't know how many they run. They probably run 3 Charmanders, but then they might only run like 2 Charizards. That's what I run in my current build. But I also need to build a better Charizard deck. My Charizard deck right now, not very good, but at least they're using the promo one from Paldean Fates. But I'm running a Dreepy line as well. Radiant Charizard. Oh no! That was bad. They rare candied up Pidgey into a Pidgeot. I just realized I was covering that the entire time. Which is not what we want. Pidgeot's ability is once per turn they can use Quick Search, and they can just look in their deck for any card, no matter what it is, and just draw it. Here they go. And they don't even have to show us what the card that they're drawing is. In this case, they could be getting a rare candy and a Charizard from their Arven. They Arven the rare candy, they quick search for the Charizard. Charizard gets Infernal Rain when it goes onto your bench. Attach 3 fire energy however you want. They're probably only going to put 2 onto their Charizard. I doubt they're going to put a 3rd anywhere. They might put it on Pidgeot to have a second attack, but no. Then Pidgeot has a free retreat. They're going to retreat into Charizard. Charizard right now does 180 plus 30 because I've taken 1 prize card, so they currently do 210. But they can put on a Defiance or a Vitality Band. What is that, extra 20 damage? I think it's an extra 10 damage. Extra 10 damage. Which is also why I wanted the Bravery Charm, because that would have killed me. We won't Pheasantipity just yet, because they might gust it up to kill it. I don't think there's anything I want to Nest Ball down either. We could nest for Iron Bundle, but I actually want to put... I want their Charizard inactive. I don't want to take Charizard out of active, because I want to put damage onto this Charizard. Because I want to get rid of the Charizard. Nothing I have can do 240 damage max at any setup. Right now I have no way of getting that set up. So I think I just want to go for damage here, which I can't because I need to retreat in some way. Forgot about that. Forgot about that. Oh, dang it, I did not mean to Luminion. I meant to cancel it out of that. Luminion from Nest Ball, their ability doesn't activate. Their ability only activates if you play it from your hand to your bench. So in fact, I just threw. What happened there was I just threw. which is not what you ever want to see. Ever. Not what you ever want to see ever. Oh, that sucks. That was a misplay. That was a hefty misplay. I mean, all I would have done otherwise is just cancel out. Probably still would have retreated into Raikou and fleet-footed. But what's not great here is they actually take 4 prizes this turn. Because they're going to Dusk Noir to do 50 damage to my Miraidon. This is actually a good play for them. This is actually a really good turn for them. I do get to take a prize card for it, which keeps me on par in... Not on par, it puts me... I won't be behind, or super far behind in the prize race. But we're going to have a good... I'm going to have a really good response this next turn, which is good. Potentially. They kill Raikou this turn with Charizard. They Iono. Oh no, that Iono actually sucks for me. That was a really good Iono. Okay, we got Nestball, so I get Pheasantipity back. We're gonna promote Squawkability or Radiant Greninja, doesn't matter which, because both have a free retreat. We're gonna Electric. Actually, I think they win no matter what. I don't think that we have a... I don't think I have a win con here. My win con was putting damage onto Charizard last turn, and I was unable to do it. I actually think they win. Because they take 2 prizes this turn from Raikou. I can't take 2 prizes in response this next turn. And they just need a boss or a Prime Catcher, which I think I saw earlier. I mean, we could boss up Pidgeot, and we could at least take prizes this turn, which I am a fan of doing. I am a big fan of at least taking some prizes this turn, but they do respond by killing Miraidon. That's what sucks, is they will respond with a kill. Our only other option is Ursaluna, which I think Ursaluna, I don't know that they survive the damage output, because it's 180 plus 30 for each prize card. I think maybe we don't boss, but they can just quick search for a boss. I think they win. And I don't think there's anything we can do about it. I'm pretty sure they win and there's nothing we can do about it. Because they just quick search for a boss's order. If they don't top deck it. And they boss up Lumineon, they boss up Pheasantipity, Squawkability, Miraidon. This wasn't... My misplay earlier with Lumineon doesn't even super come into play here. Oh no, they didn't. Interesting. They didn't have the damage. Neither do I. I can't kill. So... I could attach double turbo energy here so I could retreat. But the retreat solves me nothing. So I think my only chance is to concealed cards, which draws 2. Which does get me a switch. And I think we have to switch into Radiant Greninja to keep the game going. And I think we even boss to give them a headache. And I think that's our only win. Or chance at a win. Is we do all of that. And I'm still pretty sure this is a loss. But I wanted to boss something up to give... I probably should have bossed the Charmander. Because if they have the evolution... What are they going to loss vacuum here? They're going to get the Bravery Charm away. Bravery Charm, they evolve Duskull and they win off of that. GG, actually. And this new Dusclops line actually comes from Shrouded Fable. It's actually a really interesting tech because it allows your opponent to take a prize card, but it also sets you up for some really fun wins here. Because they put 5 damage counters on me, that's why I added the Bravery Charm to Ursaluna, because it kept them alive, but unfortunately not enough. So what I was saying earlier, I never finished my thought. Even though I had the misplay of the Lumineon down from the Nest Ball, I don't think that really added or took away much from this game. Charizard actually isn't a terrible matchup for me. We just got a little unlucky in our first turn. I mean, we had a really good start here. I think where I misplayed at was putting energy onto Miraidon at the start. I think that was my misplay. I think I should have attached energy to hands to just take 2 prizes that first turn. Which I don't think I would have gotten enough for anyways. But I think that's really where it came to play. Charizard isn't, it's not a bad matchup. It's not to say it's a good matchup. It's not. It's still a tough one just because Charizard right now is one of those cards that's a bit powerful. The fact that you play it down and it also attaches energy and it has a lot of health. So I'm not saying it's by any means an easy matchup because it isn't. But it's not the worst matchup because it does have to take a little bit to set up and they can brick easily since they are looking for evolutions. So it could have went differently for us, but that's okay. We do not want to go first. Probably play 2 or 3 more games. I still feel really good about this deck. I don't feel really good about this. I obviously don't want to start Lumineon because that would negate their ability. I don't really want to start Blood Moon because they have a heavy retreat, so I think we have to start hands because at least with hands, I already have 4 Sealstone in hand, so if I can pull Arven, I can at least get their retreat. I don't know what this deck is. Earthen Vessel, this could be Regidrago. This could be Bolt. So expect a Teal Mask Ogre Pond to come into play at some point here. They're taking a bit to set up. We've also been, and I'll say it here, even if I jinx myself, I don't care. We've had a really good luck tonight with our matchups in the fact that up until right now, we haven't gone against any people who have been clearly AFK. I think we actually did have one early, but the game ended. No, they conceded. They conceded on their first turn, but nothing had even happened yet. This is our first person we're going up against who's taking a really long time to set up. Serendipity is their opener. Prime Catcher at hand is... It doesn't really matter at this point. We don't really have a use for it until they play something onto their bench, and I get something on my bench. Now I can play down Lumineon here to get an Arven, to get a Nest Ball, to get Miraidon, and also get my retreat for hands. What I really want off draw here, I would like to pull either the Nest Ball, Miraidon, Ultra Ball. Are we playing against Moon? We're playing against Moon, or an Electric Generator. Fighting against Big Moon. This isn't Baby Moon. Roaring Moon is actually also another... It is a good matchup for me. I only need one Zapdos and I can kill. What sucks is Roaring Moon here. Their Frenzied Gorging here knocks out your opponent's active Pokemon, and if your opponent was knocked out in this way, this Pokemon does 200 damage to itself. But it kills your Pokemon no matter what their health is. Raikou, which we normally put down to bench for 4 Seal Stone, but we have Lumineon, which we're going to play Lumineon. Raikou doesn't really offer a lot in this present moment. So I currently have no intentions to play them to my bench. Both my Rhydons are in hand. Prized, it looks like we have a prized Arven. We have 2 prized bosses orders. We have a Nest Ball prized. And then we have Energy prized for the other 2. So those are our 6 prized cards. Alright, so we're going to Arven here for the Nest Ball and for the future booster energy capsule, so that way we can get Iron Hands out of active. We're going to Nest Ball here for Miraidon. Miraidon now in play will, which we also Prime Catcher, we could Prime Catch something up. We're going to pull out one of our Zapdoses. I don't need both of them. We're going to pull a Miraidon and a Zapdos. I want to eventually set up the second Miraidon. So now's where we're going to add the Forest Booster Stone, the Forest Seal Stone to Lumineon, which allows us to draw any card. We can only do this once per game. Now we could pull Squawk and we could reset our hand, but I don't want to lose my Prime Catcher, even though this is the only turn we can use Squawk and seize his ability. What we're going to do instead is grab an Electric Generator so that way we can hopefully attack this turn. That's my hope, is that we can attack this turn. I need to hit both energies and I can attack this turn. Let's go. This is a really, really, really good start for us here. So I don't even need the future booster energy to get out. Even though I'm going to still play it down. Even though I would like to get rid of their Pheasantipity to get rid of their draw power from when I get this kill here, I really want to get rid of these Roaring Moons. Because they're... Do I want to add them to their discard, though? But they already have 2 energy and discard, so I think I do. I think that's the play here. I think I want to get rid of one of their Roaring Moons. I'm never going to touch their Squawk ability unless it gets down to the very end of the game. And I need, like, an easy, quick prize. Because I just want that Squawk to take up place on their bench. Just like they're never going to take out my Lumineon because they just want it to take up place on my bench. All right, we got one of our bosses. What's not good is I don't have a response this next turn. I don't have by that I don't have any attacker that I can put into play. Probably if I keep this current hand, I'll probably play down Raikou, retreat into Raikou so I can Fleet Foot to hopefully pull a Switch Cart, or I pull a Switch Cart so that way I can switch into Iron Hands and then retreat out. I do like the holographic cards, and a lot of the cards in Pokemon TCG has some of the prettiest cards. Just a lot of the art. Professor Sada Vitality, they get to attach 2 cards from their discard. They only chose to do 1 for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's 2, right? I'm not misremembering how that card works, right? Choose up to 2 of your ancient Pokemon and attach basic energy. I don't know why they didn't attach energy to both of them. They had enough basic energy in their discard pile. I don't know why they didn't do that. They're going to Pokemon Catcher. They need to flip heads. They do. They get to choose a Pokemon to promote to active. Probably Lumineon or Zapdos. Zapdos because they're trying to keep me from attacking next turn. Because they don't have the energy. They're going to retreat out to Squawk, maybe? No, it's Radiant. So here's what I want next turn. I need a Switch Cart. Switch Cart or a Rescue Board. Rescue Board only minus is I only need 1 energy to retreat, but I can attach energy and retreat, and I can Boss's Order up that Moon. Come on. Okay, Nest Ball does not help me in any way, shape, or form. Because I could nest and get to Mew, but there's no way I can discard down enough. We aren't going to show that we have the boss yet, so what I could do, I could attach energy to Zapdos here, so that way next turn I could attach a second energy and retreat. I don't think that's the play, though, because I think they're going to want to gust around that, so I think I go ahead and start attaching energy to Miraidon. I hate that Hands is taking up a spot on my bench. Really do hate that. I don't think there's anything I... You know what? I could actually... Radiant Greninja is actually the play here. Radiant Greninja is actually the play here because we can discard with concealed cards and we can potentially get that. Oh, I shouldn't have placed that energy. Watch me pull the rescue board. Oh, okay. Pass the turn. Not a great turn for us. We're still ahead on the prize race. With decent potential for an attack next turn. Even if they do gust up and kill something. But they also need a way to retreat out, which means they rescue board, attach energy to retreat. They're going to conceal cards, discard a card, draw 2. There's no flipping the script for them. Professor Sada Vitality. This time, they attach both. They draw 3. Attach for turn onto their Greninja. And then Dark Patch to attach out. Now, they could Pokemon Catcher to try and get something up. They might play Prime Catcher in this deck. I don't think they do, though. I don't know what their ace spec in this deck is. Tails is what we want to see here. That way they can't attack me this turn. Dang, they're gonna pull up the Ryan. I need a Tails. Need a Tails. Dang it, that sucks. So what we're gonna see them do here is they're gonna use that Frenzy Gouging attack, and they're gonna just kill me and deal 200 damage to themselves. Unless they can get a stadium in play. That blows. I mean, we can still respond back this next turn. It's just not, it's unfortunate for us because it's a Tails. There's nothing we can do about that. So we're going to promote up Iron Hands here. At this point, I've already decided Miraidon's dead. I'm thinking of my next play. We're going to send up Iron Hands. Hopefully, we need to build up energy on Miraidon. So what I would like to see is... I would like to see... Electric Generator. We can Ultra Ball and get our Pheasantipity. So even if I can, I will actually gust up this Roaring Moon if I'm able to attack this turn. Because I know this one still has energy and attack, but it can only do 100 damage to me unless they get a Stadium in play. Then they could kill Miraidon. But that's not really what I'm worried about. The game has now frozen, which I am a little worried about. Miraidon hasn't made its way to the discard pile. Oh, I want this game to keep going. I really like this matchup. Because I could have a chance here. Oh, I think the game's frozen, though. I'll give it a second before we restart the game. This is so sad. I don't understand why the Pokemon Company has so much money, but their game has so many bugs in it. It is wild to me. My stream's fine. Yeah, the stream's fine, but the game itself is frozen. Which just happens because the Pokemon TCG Live is a very... I'm surprised it's taken us this long to have an issue. It's not well made. Even though they do maintenance on it, like, almost every week, where it's down for multiple hours. But, I mean, there are cards that they have made that don't work. It could also be the game didn't fail. It could also be our opponent has lost internet. I don't know what the timer was for. The timer is typically because we've run out of our turn, but there's nothing that could have happened there. But I think this is the game's over. That sucks. This was going to be a good game. So what I was going to do next turn, depending on my draw, hopefully I was going to draw an electric generator. If not, I was going to Ultra Ball away probably Raikou and whatever I drew to get Pheasantipity down. I was going to flip the script, draw 3, use Radiant Greninja to draw another one to hopefully, and that amount of 5-card draw to get one of the electric generators to set up Miraidon. Iron Hands would have been in play, retreat into Miraidon, Boss's Order up, the other Roaring Moon, kill it, take 2 prizes, then it would have been their determinant. They could have responded attack, Blood Moon is still in hand, I could play them down next turn, attach energy and kill. I think this game was mine, which it just comes down to draws. I'm not going to sit out this 17-minute timer, I'll tell you that much. Oh, game's just fully frozen. Cool. But I don't count that as a loss. That's the game. It's also now non-responsive. That's the game. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. Well, I'll just take a second to restart here. I do want to show you all my so this is currently, I need to get an actual binder for this at some point. This is currently my cards that I'm holding on to that I really like a lot. I'm going to build out a binder eventually of just like my favorite cards. This one is this year's Pokemon Worlds promo that I got. I obviously didn't play in Worlds this year. I don't expect to play in Worlds probably ever. But I wanted it because this is the first year that I've played the TCG competitively, so I wanted their Worlds promo signified. Also, it's just a great Pikachu card with Mew in the background. You all know I'm a big fan of Palmy, so we got this shiny Palmy card here. Of course, we got the Palmot to go with it. A cool Eevee trainer card, a Nemona full art. And I thought I had one more, but I don't know where it is. I had another one, but I don't know where it is. But these are not all of my favorite cards. I have a lot of others, but these are just the beginnings of what will be a lot of cards that I want to hold on to. Yeah, I hate that that counts as a loss, even though that was the game that froze. Alright, we're probably going to do 2 more games. I feel really good about my chances tomorrow. I feel really, really good about my chances tomorrow. I'll update you all in the Discord on where I end up placing, how I end up doing. But I'm feeling really good with this deck. It's going to depend a lot on my RNG and what I draw. But I'm feeling really, really good about it. Feeling really, really good about it. Opponent's going to choose to go first, which works out in my favor. This isn't a terrible opening hand for me. Depends on what's prized. This heavily depends on what's prized. What am I playing against? Charizard, I think. We know they're ace spec. Attacks used by this Pokemon do 50 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Yeah, I think this is Charizard. Because Rare Candy and the Fire Energy is also a bit of a giveaway. Lemenion, ooh, okay, never mind. I'm taking it all back. This is a great first turn. Please don't have a Buddy Buddy Poffin in hand. Or a Nest Ball. Or another Pokemon. Alright, so we at least kill Charmander turn 1. Maybe. I mean, we might not. Something could go wrong. Oh, this is actually really good. Alright, we're going to Miraidon. Gotta be smart here how we sequence this. Right now I'm just gonna check for prizes. We have both hands. I don't even need Raikou. Ursaluna, Pheasantipity. 2. We have a Boss's Order that's prized. We have a boss that's prized. We have an Arven that's prized. We have 2 Ultra Balls prized. We have an energy that's prized. I don't know that I want to use Squawk, actually. I know we have them in hand. But I actually don't know that I want to use Squawkabilly. We might. Because we could prime the Pidgey. I want 2. 1. Just 1. Oh, hold up a second. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. Hold the phone. Phone is held. The phone is held. The phone is held right now. Squawk and Seize. Star Alchemy. Grab my double turbo energy. Double turbo energy. Oh, wait. Oh, I attached turbo. That's a misplay. That's what that is. That I got too excited. I got too excited about what I was doing right there. I got too excited about what I was doing. I got too excited about what I was doing. That's why I say I won't be going to Worlds anytime soon, because that was a misplay. That 100% could cost me the game. 100% could cost me the game. Durian, how are you doing? What I should have done was I shouldn't have squawked and seized. I should have nest balled for Radiant Greninja and concealed cards to try and get another electric generator to build up, or I should have used my Forest Seal Stone and grabbed an electric generator instead of the double turbo energy. That was a heavy misplay. The only way this comes back to not bite me is if they brick this turn. But I mean, they probably Ultra Ball here for a Pidgeot. They have Arven in hand. No, they grabbed Duskull. I wonder what's prized then that they grabbed Duskull off an Ultra Ball. Yeah, maybe this doesn't come back to bite me. I mean, they could still have Arven in hand. Oh. I think they might have bricked. They're going to play down Pidgey. Do they pass turn? Okay. That was still a heavy misplay from me. Still make that very, very apparent. I misplayed very hard there. I don't want to Iron Bundle because they're just going to put Pheasantipity up. I don't want Radiant Greninja for... Actually, don't want anyone. It's hands. Failed it. That sucks. Alright. Thank you very much for 2 prizes. Good prize race start. Bad opening hand for me, though. That was bad. That was bad. Durin, how are you doing? How's the day been? Anything fun today? They're gonna flip the script. What they're looking for right now is a rare candy and Pidgeot, a rare candy and Charizard, an Arven, anything to be able to get an evolution going this turn. They really want an evolution this turn. A boss. Interesting. That was a bad boss. I should have bossed Luminion. They did not have a draw. I mean, they don't necessarily know that I'm running booster energy, but still. I'm actually not going to go for Iron Hands here. I'm actually going to go for Miraidon here. So I can do enough damage and kill the Pheasantipity so they don't get draw power. We actually very much so turned this game around, and I should not have turned this game around. I actually win. I currently do not see a way to lose. Because, like, I win next turn because I have hands and I just Iron Bundle and they put up a 1-prizer and I take it. And say that they evolve to that Charmander. This game I don't feel good about winning because I misplayed heavily turn 1. I misplayed heavily turn 1, but I'll still take the win. I was really hoping we would at least make it up to Mew League. This is the highest I've been since I've started playing. I was hoping we would have made it up to Mew League tonight. But I don't think we will. This might be the last game. Depends on how this one goes. I'd like to play a full 6-prize game. So if like we get a turn 1 donk, we'll probably keep playing. Nothing special happened today. I feel that. You're wearing your comfy shorts. Me too. Heads has never proved me wrong. Do I want to go first? No! Opponent, can you take like 15 mulligans? Okay, Miraidon, Electric Generator. This is not a terrible start. We can Ultra Ball for a Squawk, assuming it doesn't get prized. This is actually not a terrible opening hand. I would have preferred Miraidon to be on bench, so it can benefit from the Electric Generator. But assuming the other one isn't prized, that's so Luminion V, their ability, Luminous Sign, you get to draw out a supporter card. It only works if it's if you play it from hand to bench. Them starting with that sucks. I hate it when that happens. They are also playing Lugia. We lost to Lugia earlier tonight, but it was a really good. It was a really close game. Right? Did I? No, I didn't. I won to Lugia earlier tonight. This is a good matchup for me. It is a good matchup for me. I thought I lost. Which I was going to say, I don't know how I lost. It was a close game. So actually, might want to play hands this game. Hands actually is really good for me this game. Yeah, Iron Hands is really good for us. So let's hands, because we have double turbo in hand. I need to hit 2. Okay, hit 1. 1. Ultra Ball those away. Let's see, okay, let's do a check. Okay. None of our basics are prized. 1 Electric Generator is prized. 1 Nest Ball is... No, 2 Nest Balls are prized. None of my Ultra Balls, because we drew all of our Ultra Balls. And then Energy's prized. Yeah. We're gonna attach this, because our only hope here is that we pull another Electric Generator, or we pull an Arven. Arven is good, and the switch card. This is actually really good. This is actually really, really good. Hold up a second. This is actually really, really good. This is very exceptional. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful. Well, I'm loving everything that I'm seeing right now. Alright, we do 100 damage because of that. So we do 100 times 2, 120. I think we might Force Seal Stone because I would love to kill this Lugia. I would really, 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 really love to kill this Lugia. Or a Booster Energy, which makes us do an additional 20 damage. So we do 120 times 2, which is 240, which kills Lugia. Yeah, this is actually a really, 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 really good start. Oh, we also... Well, no, we couldn't have bossed at that point. 240. Thank you very much. We take 3 energy, or 3 prizes. Now, what is bad about what we've just done is, I think Ursaluna can attack. Ursaluna can attack. It's only doing 220 damage, though, so it doesn't kill hands. So as long as they don't hand disrupt, we win next turn. This deck does play Iono. And they are going to Iono us. Which does put my 2 bosses on the bottom of my deck. They don't kill hands this turn, though. So as long as I can get a boss back in hand, we still win next turn. Ooh, they're going to boss. For the, because they want prizes. They didn't Iono. They just lost the game. We just won. We 100% just won the game. GG. Hands back up. They needed to Iono there. Yeah. The reason they lost there is because we amp you very much there, and we take another 3 prize cards and we win. That's why Lugia is a very good matchup for us, because they have multiple Pokemon that are weak to water, or that are weak to electric, because either they are water or Lugia, who's colorless. If we win one more, we actually go up to Mew. Let's do one more. This will be our last game. Hopefully we win it, and we can move up into Mew, which would be my first time ever hitting Mew. So we'll see. Which, if I hit Mew tonight, I will feel really good about going into the game tomorrow. I should have tracked how many wins and losses I had tonight. I did not track it. Heads never fails, except for this time. This time it's going to fail, and that's okay. I just felt it. I felt it failing. I should have went for tails. I felt the fail. Yeah, really good matchup for us. Unlikely we will see a lot of people playing it tomorrow. Because tomorrow people are going to play a lot of meta decks. We're taking a mulligan. Which means, so what a mulligan means here is I don't have any basic Pokemon in hand, which means they got to see what my opening draw is here, so they automatically know I'm playing Miraidon. This is a much better opening hand. Did they choose to go first? They chose to go first. Why would they choose to go first? That's actually incredible for me. We potentially win off of... I just need to hit any of these electric generators. Okay, fuck me. That was kind of on me for not thinning my deck. I should have thinned my deck first. I did kind of misplay there. I should have thinned my deck. Can I hit 2 now? Thank you. I win. Hey, we get to go up to Mew. We get to go up to Mew. That's pretty exciting. That was a bad matchup for us. Charizard does actually hurt us pretty badly. But we got lucky because they didn't set up. Or rather, they didn't have another basic in hand. Hey, let's go. Going up to Mew. New ladder rank. Now, I feel like I should play one more. Since that was such a bad game. But I would love to end it. I would love to end my night at a new ladder rank. Because I've never hit Mew before, so I feel good. Feel good. Again, I wish I would have kept track of my win stat. I think I'm only on a 3-game win streak right now. I'll probably go back through stream and see how many games I had total. Just for the sake of, like, mathing out how well I did tonight. But I feel really good. I feel really good about my play. We didn't go up against a ton of what I think I'll see tomorrow. We had a few Regidrago games. Lugia. I just, honestly, the biggest thing about playing the deck, though, is keeping in mind how it works, because that's 100% as you saw tonight. A lot of my wins and losses, a lot of my losses, rather, come from me incorrectly using the deck. Which, hopefully, I don't do any of tomorrow, but I will be playing for multiple hours tomorrow. This starts at noon tomorrow. And then depending on how many people are there or how many rounds we're going to play, but in Swiss format, and then we'll go to a top 8. So we'll see what happens. But hopefully we can pull out a win. My goal tomorrow is not to win the cup, because cups are very difficult. It's the step below a regional. People are going to be playing really hard, and they're going to want to do well. My goal tomorrow is top 8. Because this is my first cup, goal is top 8. My highest I've placed is 7th place in a challenge. And I got 5th place in a local and like a league, which isn't for any points, but still, but there people tend to play more off meta decks for fun. So my hope tomorrow is to do top 8. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you all updated in the Discord. Well, this was a fun stream tonight. We might do some more TCG streams in the future. I know it's different than what I'm streaming a lot of right now, and I know a lot of you, like it is very different than what we're currently doing on a lot of. So I don't expect to stream this multiple times a week or even weekly. I'll probably save these streams for like what I'm doing right now, streaming the night before I go to play in a cup or a challenge or something. Yeah, thank you for the hangs out. Thank you for the good lucks. I'll keep you updated in the Discord what happens tomorrow. This store that I am going to, that I'm playing in, they do stream. I don't know what their channel is off the top of my head. I have to look into it. So there is potential that I could be playing on their stream tomorrow. And if that happens, I'll of course link it in the Discord so you all can watch me play in for realsies. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I don't currently know off the top of my head when my next stream is going to be. It'll probably be Tuesday. Yeah, because I have softball Monday night. So the next stream is going to be Tuesday. Tuesday, 8 p.m. Don't know what it'll be right now. Could be Town of Salem. Could be Living Decks. Sam, we still need to connect again. I meant to do that. I'll find you soon to move we need to move those Pokemon. It's not imperative that we get it done by my next Living Deck stream. But we do, so I still need to get that done. I really forgot. I still haven't caught any of those Pokemon. I need to do that. That's on me. Thank you all so much for hanging out tonight. YouTube, Twitch, you've both been amazing. I'll see you all later. Bye.